Hello and welcome to Non-Stop Wrestling Chat. My name is Barry and this is your AEW versus NXT. First of all, guys, I want to apologise again for it being late. I was on the night shift last night. I came in, so I started 4 PM. I had to go to work last night. I came back in around about 5 AM, 6 AM. I had to grab some sleep, so I had a little bit of sleep till about 7:30, 8. Got up, watched the AEW and NXT, and now we're here recording this. It's been a long day, with everything going on in the US, which is part of kind of the stuff that I do with my job. I have to look at that kind of stuff happening there, and with clients and things. It's been a whole thing going on just now. But yeah, let's get into today's show. Before we do, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and that wee beautiful notification bell. And let's get started. We're going to kick off with AEW as always. I shortened down some of the kind of promos and missed out ones that were a little bit boring in this, just because I don't want it to be 1,000 hours long with all these individual promos that just, some of them didn't hit the mark, some of them did, but I would rather you guys go watch them yourself because it's just setting up for this weekend pretty much. So first match we got was MJF and Wardrobe versus Ortiz and Sammy Guevara. Guevara looked good here, just not that. It looked like he still had a little bit to kind of pick up and learn on. MJF and Wardrobe pick up the win. Average match, but it was still fun. Like I say, Guevara looked like he still had a little bit to learn. I gave this a 2.5 stars. MJF walks up the ramp. He ends up spearing Jericho. He mounts Jericho. He's punching him a few times until Hager and Santana come to break it up. Wardrobe holds MJF back. Jericho is grinning. From ear to ear, he stands and stares MJF down. Kenny Omega then cut a really cool promo. It was an enjoyable promo, not going to lie. I've left most of it out just because it was enjoyable and it was just nothing special, if that makes sense. Like, it's good, but you know they're just setting up for the match. Then we get Mario versus Trent. Mario picked up the win. This match was just... It was just there, 1.5 stars. At least Mario looked like a beast during it. It was nothing really special, but at least we got Mario looking like an animal during it. Then JR sits down with Paige to cut a pretty cool promo. I really enjoyed it. I love Paige's work. I just hope he doesn't come off on the kind of losing side of... He doesn't come off on the kind of losing side of the Kenny Omega Page kind of thing that I've got going on just now, to be honest with you. I think it's going to propel both guys into the bigger stardom that we've got just now, but it could, there's a small possibility that it could affect both of them negatively. And Taz and his kind of team were out moaning as always, so I just left that out. It was probably the most missable part of the show, but it's cool to see them evolving, having the FTW presence at Full Gear. Really like we care. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what else to say. Young Bucks and Private Party, the winners were Young Bucks. I gave this 2.5 stars. An enjoyable match, but again, just nothing really special at all. I don't know, I used to like the Young Bucks' matches, but I just feel everything now, because they are on weekly TV, I feel like it's the same match you see. They do the same kind of stuff, they go to the well at the same times, and it's just starting to get really... like, if it's terrible to say, because I do like watching them wrestle still, but I hope you know what I mean. So after the Bucks are celebrating, but FTR came out, Dax grabs and forces... one of the Bucks to watch as he gets Matt's leg into a chair. He heads up to the top rope, he's going to jump down, but Hangman Page comes out, forces FTR out of the ring, grabs a chair, and he's kind of there. Then Kenny Omega comes out, have a little bit of back and forth. Page says, "Don't turn your back," that kind of stuff. Sets up for the matches. I like it, but it was kind of cheesy. Then we get Eddie Kingston and Moxley. They have a face-to-face, and mother of Jesus was this fucking amazing. These two guys are going to have a killer match at Full Gear. I really hope they do have a killer match, but I think they are, because this was great. Then we got Nyla Rose versus Red Velvet. Nyla Rose, it was a squash match, nothing special. Any round off the show, the Dark Order versus Billy, Austin and Cody. This, again, it was... Following tonight's show, it felt quite average. It felt like they're just getting through this show to get Full Gear done, which is expected. Impact's doing the same thing, but they're 2 weeks out from their pay-per-view, so I'm expecting it. But 2 stars here. It was okay, nothing special. Gunn and Rhodes pick up the win. Overall, I gave 2.5 to Impact AEW here. It was a go home show for AEW to get into Full Gear. It just to sell the pay per view, and in my opinion, they've done that. To be honest with you, if you tuned in for the first time, you've seen that Eddie Kingston and Moxley, you would want to watch that match. So I'm happy for what they've done, and hopefully Full Gear is going to be a great pay per view. Dakota Kai versus Amber Moon. Dakota Kai picked up the win. Oh, sorry guys, this is NXT. So we get Dakota Kai versus Amber Moon. Dakota Kai pick up the win. 3.5 stars. This was a hell of a way to kick off a show here. Right out the park. Good back and forth match. Really great opening match. And it was just an enjoyable wrestling match. And I think this, Dakota Kai and Amber Moon, was definitely match of the night across both promotions. Cameron Grimes versus Kushida. Cameron Grimes pick up the win here. Good match. 2.5 stars. And that's all I can really say about it. It was a good match. There was nothing more to really say. It was just there in a way. Like it really wasn't like, oh my god, this was a great... It was just an okay match. Nothing special. But, like if you watched this match, it was a good match. Like it was just, you would just say that was a good match. That was it. So then we get an Io Shirai gets a vignette explaining what's next to prove that this is indeed her NXT. It was a pretty cool little segment. Then we get Derek Maverick versus Killian Dane. Sorry, Maverick and Dane versus Everrise. No contest. This wasn't really a match. Blackheart versus Storm. 3 stars. Great match. The finish was a little bit but the rest of it was a really great match. Then we get Ciampa versus Velveteen Dream. 3 stars I gave this. Now this was a solid main event. It could have been better, but 3 stars was here. Hard work, fast paced, Cameron kicked Dream's ass, and he picked up the win. So what more can we ask for? Overall, I gave NXT 3 stars. Great wrestling, some good promos that I kind of missed out because I felt they were just kind of... It was just means to the end promos, if that makes sense. Like it was just like, let's have a promo here for a promo sake. But out of both shows, AEW mostly focused on this weekend's Full Gear. They really didn't have to do anything else really for AEW. All they had to do was focus on getting this TV out the way to get into the Full Gear. The I Quit match for the AEW World Championship is something that I'm extremely looking forward to between Moxley and Kingston. Then we've got FTR versus the Young Bucks, which will probably be a great match. But I really don't know. I'm hoping it's going to be a great match, but I'm not 100% holding it to it. Jericho against MJF. If MJF wins, he gets in the inner circle. I think it's going to be a great match as well. Kenny versus Hangman. Their promos tonight, I'm going to leave for you to go watch yourself. That's why I didn't really want to go into them, because you guys need to go watch them yourself. I thought were great. They were really... They just hit points when they were in the ring at the end. You could see that they don't trust each other, but they still have that little bit of friendship. And I think this is going to be match of the year. It could possibly be match of the year, or we're just all overhyping it. You've got... Cody versus Darby Allin, hopefully is going to be great. Recently, Darby Allin stuff is really... I'm a big Darby Allin guy, right? I like his stuff, but recently it's really just been getting a little bit cliche and... like, stuff with Steve-O and stuff just doesn't make sense for me. I really just didn't get it. But, yeah. And we've obviously got other matches throughout the card. I don't think there's going to be anything. The Page and Hangman and Omega, I think, are going to put on match of the year. Hopefully. NXT got a better show rating this week because they were AEW's focusing on this pay-per-view. This show and the pay-per-view put together will probably get a better rating. But NXT had the better matches this week, obviously, and that's how they edged the win here. But I'm pretty certain as when next week comes, we'll get some great aftermaths, we'll get some new champions or whatever, new storyline starting, new progression, and NXT will fall back to the 2.5 and AEW will pick it up. But let's see how it goes. I really enjoyed tonight's wrestling content. The promos were great, the wrestling was good, and again, guys, at the end of the day, it's us that win this. 100% it's us that get to win this. I get to sit here and watch great wrestling, NXT and AEW, and review it and just have fun. So I win. It's nothing really, no skin off my back watching great wrestling. It is bad when we watch the bad wrestling, but it's obviously good when we get the good stuff. So anyway, guys, I'm going to love yous and leave yous there. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and that little notification bell, and I'll see you back here. I'll see you back here tomorrow. I've got a little cool kind of video that I've got put place. It's a top 10, and it's going to be my top 10 steel cage matches. And then we've got Sunday, we've got Full Gear and the Raw watch along. And on Monday, we should be having another watch along coming up. But I'm going to see how it goes, how I'm going to play it, if it's going to be this Monday or next week. And obviously on Saturday we have SmackDown. Let's hope that's good. Right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you for quite a busy weekend of wrestling. See you later, guys.